everybody. Welcome to another Common Grounds Meet the Members. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jo Stevens and I'm the coordinator of Common Grounds Women in Business Network. Thank you for taking the time to check in and learn more about our amazing Common Ground members. Now, Common Grounds provides coffee meetups for women in business to network and connect with like-minded women in business. We have an amazing diverse group of women, and one of the reasons why I started this blog chat was to help these incredible women not only spread the word of what they do, but why they do what they do. Now, today I'm joined by the amazing Wendy. Welcome, Wendy. And would you like to formally introduce yourself and the name of your business?
Thanks, Jo. I'm Wendy. I'm a single mum of two, a dietitian and a clinical hypnotherapist. And the name of my business is the Food Mind Collaboration.
Fantastic. Now, Wendy, tell us about why did you go into business for yourself and how did this all kind of start?
Well, the gut reaction to this was my ex-husband said I couldn't run one. So that was number one. Um,
I
Also,
love
I
that.
didn't want, pardon?
So I love that.
I didn't want to work in an office with office politics. I was kind of done with that. And I love business.
So kind of so you had this training beforehand, is that right? With with yourself, we're talking a little bit about your business. So you've done all the training before, you went to uni and all this stuff and learned all this stuff. And then it was oh, I'm going to go into business for myself, or was it kind of thinking about going in, doing something, working for somebody else?
No, I am working for somebody else at the moment, which has given me, I think, a bit of a confidence to go into business myself. I think I did need that little jump between uni and going out by myself. But I was also very aware that the time is ticking away. And if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it.
Absolutely. I mean, because that's a great way for you to we all have to pay the bills, and it's like a great way for you to continue to grow your business, that passion that you have for your business. So why are you passionate then about going into business for yourself and not really like working for someone else?
Yeah, passionate about going to business myself, probably because I can do it my way. I think dietitians, we have a kind of quite a strict way that we need to consult. And so certainly in a hospital environment, it's quite restricted. In private practice, we've got a lot more flexibility. But at the same time, I just love the fact that if I have my own name out there, I can really do it my own way, and just bring my own flavor to the business.
And so you're talking about you're a nutrition, but a hypnotist as well. Can you kind
Yeah.
of tell us a little bit about what that is?
Yeah, so dietitian, we talk very much about evidence-based and science. We look more at the logical side of things, and it tends to look more at the physiological side, like what's happening in your body. And I'm really interested. I've always been interested in mental health, and so I looked into clinical hypnotherapy after hearing some good evidence about clinical hypnotherapy in IBS. And I thought, wow, this would actually be a great supplementary service that I could offer. And it's quite a niche area. So, yeah, decided to jump on board with it.
Oh my gosh, that sounds really interesting. So it's using the combination of that, the mental, the mental well-being side of it. And then because I mean a lot of the times, like you were saying about dietitians and health, I'm one of those people been on that journey of up and down yo-yo kind of thing. But a lot of that time it is because of it's the mental side of it with weight can be just as much, can't it be really?
Yeah, food is often used to deal with emotions. It's a big one. So we do see a lot of people who are comfort eating or emotional eating. So that's really my wheelhouse is looking at people who have struggling with the relationship with food, essentially. And that can start with what we call disordered eating, but essentially it's kind of not eating in a way that everybody else would be eating, which is a bit weird because everyone does eat so differently these days. But then it can morph into further things like eating disorders, which really do require a lot of support. So it's just helping people navigate that space really and get comfortable in it and being okay with it.
Absolutely. So you can use the both skills that you have within your clinic to help and support. your clients. Is that correct?
Yeah, and where clients, just want to go the dietetics route or just want to go the hypnotherapy route, we can go either way as well.
Either
So
way.
it's like
Oh,
it's the best of
fantastic.
both worlds.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. So can I ask, like who is generally your audience, and who are you helping?
It's really broad because everyone eats food. But generally, I start from about age 15. So I'll see your adolescents and go right up into people in their 80s. Probably my mainstay is middle age,
Yeah.
just because a lot of people start to look at health at that time. Um, but yeah, with the younger set as well, there's a lot of new things coming through because of social media. So
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
it's
That
really
social media.
diverse.
I know, like you're always going on YouTube and hearing all these things on there, and what's, or even, the other ones, and, telling you what to eat and what not to eat. And I suppose that can be like going on down that journey, but like you're there to help support with that, as you're saying, with the science-based evidence that you have. Is that correct?
It is, but also things are moving fast. So quite often science-based evidence takes a long time to get into guidelines. It can take up to 10 years. So you
Oh,
also do need to be aware of what's changing and what's
yeah.
coming out and being aware is this just one study or is this quite a lot of evidence that's actually come up, and maybe, sharing that information with clients and saying, this is not in the guidelines yet, but this is the evidence that we've seen so far. And then clients can make their own decisions about what they want to do.
So tell me, why is it that you love what you do?
Oh, why do I love what I do? Probably because I get to see so many different clients. Like it doesn't matter who's coming through the door. Everybody is so unique, and so it's not a one size fits all. It's great getting to know different people and the challenges that they're facing and working to their pace. And
Yeah.
everybody is completely different. So that's probably why I like it the most. I think I'm also fueled by the food industry and social media, which is creating, massive amounts of misinformation out there. And so it does feel really good to be able to be offering some really consistent messaging, and to support people into making their own decisions based on what we know.
So it's that combination of working together and finding the right path for them, isn't that? Is that kind of
Yeah,
like what you're doing?
it's definitely working together. Like people who went to see dietitians years ago probably had quite different experiences, but it is a very collaborative process. And any dietitian that you go and see, it should be that you're sharing that journey together and working together on it. It's not a I'm going to tell you what to do scenario. It's very much a collaboration of, how's this going to work for you? Do you think it's realistic? And going from there.
Absolutely. I think that's the key, isn't it? It has to be realistic. I think that, you were saying we have changed in this world, and the way that I've noticed even like the way I eat, and we're like this fast-paced world now, unfortunately, I feel that we're in. And so I think that, having that conversation and making sure that it fits in, don't just say like, oh, okay, I'll do that. And in the back of your mind, knowing really it's not going to happen. So like having that realistic expectation is probably what, having that support that you can do together with your client. That's probably the best output. Do you find that that's the best way, like the best output that you get?
Definitely. And just reassuring people that I've heard everything in my rooms. I have heard absolutely everything. So nothing's going to shock me. So turning up and being really honest about where you're at, you're going to get the best out of it. So it
Yeah.
is really that point of let's work together on this and find a solution that works for you.
Absolutely. One key thing I'd like to touch on as well is like, sometimes people think of dietitians as because of those with what, having like weight issues, but it's not always just about that, is it? As there can be different reasons, like many different reasons why someone needs a dietitian.
Yeah, probably the bulk of the clients that I see are people actually, interestingly, with gastrointestinal disorders. So, chronic constipation, they've had years on end, some people up to 20 years, and they've just been muddling through. Diarrhea, food intolerances, IBS is a big one as well. So
Yeah.
those, they really do make up a large bulk of the people that I see. And then those people who are really struggling with food messaging, diet cycling, those types of things. There's a massive pressure in society that makes things very difficult for people to navigate. Weight loss, it does come in as what people are looking to do, but getting around and talking more about what the reasons behind why they want to lose weight, and talking about their body image and things like that as well can really help people understand how they really feel about food and what they want to do. And sometimes, unfortunately, there is a lot of messaging out there that they need to lose weight. But sometimes I've had clients come in referred from doctors to lose weight, and I've asked them, do you want to? And they've said no. And I said, that's perfectly fine. You do you. It's not,
Oh, I love that.
weight loss is not the answer.
No, it's just
It's
eating
the
healthier.
whole,
Yeah, it's a whole
yeah,
package, isn't it, really?
yeah.
Oh my gosh. So what kind of programs like do you offer? Is it more just a one-on-one? Is that like the things that you do?
Yeah, I'm definitely one-on-one. I think that's the only way I kind of can work at the moment. Just because you get to find out what's in people's pantries, how their day looks. Everyone's day is so different. I think a group kind of situation would prevent me
Yeah.
from being able to actually tailor things to people.
Absolutely. And I think sometimes like when it comes to this kind of work and like for a client, I think it's a very personal thing. So as well, do you find that?
It's incredibly personal. There's a lot of tears in my room. People talk about things that they don't get the chance to talk about with a GP because of the short consult times. So a long consult, often I get to know somebody really well, and understand how their whole life works, and how food is a part of their life rather than just focusing on food and let's just deal with the food. We look at everything that's going on for
Oh,
them
I
and
love
how
that.
it can be really, yeah, part of their lifestyle.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like you have a beautiful interaction like with your clients and working with them. And I can hear that passion and how, how you really want to support your clients. I love that. Now, actually, I could probably talk to you all day, David, but I'd just love to hear from you. What is one kind of advice that you would like to, offer to anybody who might be listening to our chat today?
I had to write this down because I thought, oh, I don't really, I'm so new to the game. I'm not really big into the advice. But I think from my life experience today, I would say trust your gut instinct. It has wisdom beyond what the brain rationalizes. That would be my advice.
Absolutely. I think that's so important. I think following your intuition is just, an important way to just get through life. If something doesn't feel right, then go with that. I totally agree with you there. I love that.
Mm.
Love that. Thank you so much, Wendy. And thank you so much for sharing today. And I hope that like anybody listening, can feel like more comfortable, to reach out and, find a dietitian, reach out to Wendy. But also we need to be more mindful about our mental health, but what we're putting into our bodies and just living life in, so much better. And that way we live happier as well. Don't you agree, Wendy?
Absolutely. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Have a great day, everybody.